Oh, hi.
You just walked straight into my house, did you?
Nah, exactly. I had to climb up here first. I'm paid to walk into people's houses. Sorry, I would have rung the bell.
Sorry, I would have rung the bell, but you don't have one.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted attention.
You don't seem so
But
irritated.
I can make exceptions for harmless idiots.
Do you get any attention up here?
Most of the time,
you get
people like to
any
leave me
attention?
alone. But I don't think you're going to, are you?
No. I could make an excuse and say it's my job to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here and I just like being indoors.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you. I'm Lady Weybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
I'm Detective Grimoire.
Barking up the
and
wrong
I
tree.
think I might agree with you. What do you do here? Did you work for Richard Remington?
I was living here before that man was even born.
Really?
And I have absolutely
You don't look a
nothing to
day
do
over 200.
or his little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been
You know,
here longer
crazy
than
witch stuff.
anyone. Even longer than
I am just a old lady and a
Anyone.
witch.
I like numbers.
60 years, something like
Oh,
that.
What have you been doing for that time? If you don't mind me asking.
I have many reasons to be here, but I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure there's one detail worth writing down.
I like to study the plants and flowers in this area. I've learned
Hey.
many things from them.
What about this little chemistry set you've got on your table?
I wouldn't call it a chemistry set, but if you bring me an object that has liquid on it or inside
that's
it,
what she said.
I'll tell you what that liquid consists of.
Wow, how do you do that?
Chemistry.
A page from Weybridge's book of pressed flowers contains information about all the flowers in the swamp, where they grow. The green and red species only grow around the side door of the museum and can't be found anywhere else. That's interesting because we found some that were on the pier.
Your job is to ask me about what happened last night.
Do you even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
Oh, that sounds useful.
That sounds
Can you tell
cryptid.
me? What were you doing?
I was here, in my house, by myself.
Going to town,
What else?
That's it.
going to Pound
Thanks.
Town, starring
Just
me, myself,
Give
and
me a minute
Irene.
to write all this down.
You can put that away.
All right, I'm gonna skip through some of these because I just want to see.
No,
like,
thank you. If you bring me something with liquid on it,
I just
you can
want
put that.
to see if you have anything new.
This is a 60-year-old journal. It was on display in a museum.
I know what it is.
I thought you might.
It's not an answer. That's a non-answer. You can't just say that.
They're samples of flowers that grow in this area. 2 of them you don't see very much anymore. And 1 of them only grows around the museum. No, thank you.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron. Then tap the faucet. And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients. That's not... Come on, Grimoire. That's not... Come on, Grimoire. That's... Come on. Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. Let's see. First thing we do, then tap.
Okay. So this has to be the same
Now,
thing. Yeah.
Got it. Now I know what that looks. I'll write it down. That looks pretty similar to last time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's check their profiles.
Show it to someone who doesn't live. I'm not. A fascinating old woman who lives in a wonderful treehouse.
Someone has a
I
high
heard she
opinion of
wasn't
themselves.
So keen on visitors, though.
Yeah, you're
You
pretty
should
nice to
ask
me.
someone. Show it to someone who doesn't live. I have nothing good to say about that man, so I won't say anything at all.
Alright, lockpick. The slime is a mixture of sugar, green food coloring, and carbonated water. Alright.
This is like a little blanket on a little bed. It makes very little sense. There's a whole load, or should I say yarn? The tree, it even has, okay, even on.
Oh, no.
The tree, it even has, okay, even. Check out that sunlight beaming through. Check out that. I'm in. The owner of this house, though. The tree, it even has, okay, even. I'm in. A little blanket, it makes.
I think that's all I'll have for this, for that little tree house. Oh?
Predictably, a trash can. And I just can't resist taking a look inside. The glamorous life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash in here.
It's pretty nice. I like all these little mini games. It's pretty intuitive.
Hello, what's this? Just a piece of paper? Or something more sinister?
Armageddon, my revenge. Huh. This looks like the designs for a boggy costume. What's it doing around here? So there's 5 pieces of it. So that means they're probably around here.
Are we really talking about a swamp creature here?
Okay, so I think these 2 are the ones that are that. I found in my office. I found what I found in the trash. The costume design found in the trash explains what is showing.
The costume design I found in the trash can explains what Burrow's black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in. That black and white photograph. I'm not sure I'm looking at the real boggy here, and I think these designs I found in the trash can might be the answer. I'll ask around, see if anybody knows anything about this. Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can find that, there'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
Chapter 2, A Deadly Disguise.
I have something for you.
Another gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on that office door.
Remington's office?
Mm-hmm.
Remington's office? Well, I'd be glad to.
Grass, tree. Water. Seriously, I'm not. The tables and chairs are made out of, I think.
Ah, yes. I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At your service. Well, kind of. You're a suspect, too.
Of course, of course.
Of course,
Feel
of
free
course.
to be as suspicious as you like.
As
I won't be
suspicious.
offended. You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits. But I think you'll find the swamp to be your greatest challenge.
What's so challenging about an old swamp? You mean this murder case? I'm sure I can handle it. I love a challenge. I eat challenge for breakfast.
You mean this murder case? I'm sure I can handle it.
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
The way.
I'm supposed to
Show me
look
the
to
way.
the past, right?
I'm supposed to look to the past. Lady Weybridge founded Richard Brain founded when swamp creature was discovered 20 years ago. Weezer fan 1. That sounds familiar. How's it going, man? How are you doing today? Swamp creature being famous. Doing well, Mikey.
Richard Remington founded Boggy's Bog when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorer 20 years ago. I don't get it. Richard Remington founded Boggy's Bog when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorer 60 years ago. Oh, that. Richard Remington founded Boggy's Bog when the swamp creature became a famous cartoon character. I'm losing my mind here. I'm starting to piece together the history of this place.
Boggy. Oof. Are you getting ready to stream soon?
The swamp creature was living in the swamp when Boggy became a famous cartoon character. No.
Dude, I can't wait. I love watching your streams, dude. I'm doing some comp Overwatch games for the team. Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. You're doing VOD reviews. Richard Remington built a museum because...
Richard Remington built the museum because the swamp
Back to
creature
lurking.
was hunted and killed. Richard Remington built the museum because the swamp creature was discovered by the explorer 20 years ago. What is that? Is Weybridge connected to the swamp's history?
Weybridge was living in the swamp when the creature was discovered 60 years ago.
Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorer 60 years ago.
Hey man,
Lady
I've been
Weybridge.
playing for about like
She was living here when Boggy
2
was
hours
first
now. I
discovered
might
by
play
the
for another
explorer.
couple hours. Lady Weybridge, she was living here when the Boggy was first discovered by the explorer. Okay, so the challenge was unlocked for her. Good. I got some questions for you, big boy, about your job.
So, you sit in this
Yeah, I
room
finished
all day
Stanley
and
Parable, and now
sell
I'm on
food to people?
Detective Grimoire.
Tourists,
I've been
I
wanting to
guess?
play this for a while.
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry.
But the employees
thirsty.
do.
I know everyone's favorite foods.
What are they?
Oh, the European
This
favorite
ship
with an
wreck. How
OU
did it get
instead of
here?
just the O.
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a
Don't want to
secret this
spoil
shipwreck?
your fun.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
Oh yeah?
Well, how long is that?
I've worked in the swamp
This is my first
almost
day
as long
here.
as Mr.
I've
Remington.
worked here since
We knew each
Tuesday.
other for a long time.
Long time.
Really? So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog. He ate one nearly every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It looks
Similar.
like it.
But I'm afraid I have to disappoint you.
I love his
I'm not
voice.
serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm
Entire
not for today.
supply.
Well, thanks for the information. You've been a real big help.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice.
This guy's just an
Try it.
explosion of information.
It looks... well, I'll try some.
That's the
on.
substance that was on the lockpick and
That's my
in the
last
costume.
bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently. I can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
The trash can, Harper's Cafe. This is on PC. It's on Steam. I don't know if it's on any other consoles. To be honest, it's on Steam. That little girl. Left the cafe.
Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after a bog dog sold him some swamp juice. What is... Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him some swamp juice. Maybe I just need to change one thing.
I stream off of my computer. I saved up for it for a couple months. It's a pretty good computer. There's a program called Streamlabs OBS. It's free, and it makes streaming very intuitive. You personalize it for yourself, and you can connect that to Twitch, and you can stream games off of recording either the game itself or in a number of other ways. It's really nice. It's really cool. It's really nice and simple. Yo, Jeremy, that's not cool, man. Me? You needed me to shut up, Jeremy? That's not very nice. Come on, man. You gotta be a little nicer than that if you're talking to me. Or the other chatters. Typed in the wrong chat. Thinking. So, back to this. Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Harper sold him swamp juice. Sold him a bog dog?
Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him a bog dog. Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
That's it. I ain't taking it back. Harper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
You're going to ask me about what I was doing last night.
I was going to? Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe.
Yeah, this is the new Fallout. Fallout 76.
Customers. Eventually they all left and I looked up.
This probably works better than Fallout
lock away
76 or any of the
everything at
Fallout
night?
games, aside from
Not everything,
New Vegas.
just the store
I've heard that
over
works
there.
pretty well.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can.
They
where
came out
are.
today. That's pretty cool.
Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't
How
you
is
have
it?
anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton stuff. There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff? Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh. Someone made a costume.
Someone
look
made
like
a
the creature.
costume.
They must have known it would get a reaction for sure. But I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these sketches I found in the trash can right next to your cafe.
It does seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
In disguise, perhaps.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know.
Not yet.
Let's present him with some clues.
He's dead, but
Dead.
he always knew what he was getting involved with.
This is my friend, and I'm from Russia.
You don't know everything, I'm afraid. I can't help you with that one. Sorry.
This guy's been
Why don't you show
like
that to someone else?
a well of information.
You don't know everything, I'm afraid.
I seriously came into this area with like 30% to 45%. Like, holy moly.
I can't help you with that one. Sorry. Why don't you show that to someone else? It's the most popular drink that I sell. In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my stocks recently.
Someone's been
It was
stealing
Mr.
it.
Remington's favorite food. That strange green powder isn't supposed to be there. I don't know everything, I'm afraid. I can't help you with that one. Sorry.
Present clue.
Why
Gloves.
don't you show that to someone else?
Alright, present profiles.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know very much about them. You have a lot of suspects on that list. I don't know what to say. I don't know very much about them. You're prime suspect, am I correct?
Well, technically. But I'm not even sure he's real.
Don't worry about that. Real or not, the creature's the most important part of this mystery.
Which one? The cartoon character or the real creature?
Exactly.
Exactly.
He was a friend for many years. If you have any questions about him or his belongings, I may be able to help you.
I may be able to help you. Alright, challenge.
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
That green powder.
A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here.
There was
You
a
think he was
lockpick.
poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
I have proof that it was you that poisoned this food. The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick. You left the food stocks outside.
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate
A
one every
bog
day,
dog.
right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Interesting. Alright, nothing new there. Nothing new there. Popular drink sold at the cafe in Boggy's Bog has the appearance of a strange liquid slime. Harper says a lot of swamp juice, my enunciations, they're failing me, has disappeared from this stock recently. Next. A type of hot dog that can be sold in a cafe at Boggy's Bog. Remington's favorite food. He ate one last night, as usual. Since last night, the stock of Bog's dogs are covered in some unknown green powder. Alright, so the picture is confirmed to be someone in a costume. Okay, I can go up here.